Okay, so I have all my framing in place. I've checked to make sure all my measurements are correct. I've got the 4x10. I'm ready to now get some glue on this thing. I always start with the middle so I don't get glue all over my t-shirt, but sometimes I forget. And I get glue on my t-shirt.
It looks like I'm using regular wood glue, but I like to use premium wood glue that's water resistant. I just get the large jugs and then I pour it into this empty older bottle. For this project we are using 10-foot Luan that's been primed on one side just to get a head start on our painting, but you can also get it unfinished on both sides to save some money.
So now I have glue all over the framing. I'm getting ready to put the sheet on top of here. I put these two clamps down just so that it'll keep this side up while I get the other end all lined up so I don't get glue all over the place and it doesn't wipe it off. I'm going to use this staple gun. The staples are 18 gauge. They've got a 1/4 inch crown, and these ones are 5/8 long. You can also use 1/4 inch or 1 inch. When I start this, I make sure that it's hanging off both sides evenly, and then I make it flush with the bottom first. And then I just work my way down, making sure I just wipe away excess glue. Now I work my way down one of the sides. We can go ahead and drop these clamps now. So when you get on the other side, as you're stapling, you can see that it looks pretty good, but in between the two toggles, the wood may bow in or out, so you just want to make sure that you maintain that flushness as you're going and shooting it down. So if you get to a place where the sheet good is hanging off a little bit, you just take your hammer and pound it from the back side until it gets flush again. Okay, so now I have the staples all the way around the outer perimeter. Now this sheet of Luan actually was just a slightly longer than 10 feet, and normally I don't like to route off any of the factory edges because those are going to be your straightest, nicest edges for when these walls or flats go together. But I do have a little bit of an overhang on the top edge, so I'm going to use this flush trim router. It's actually for doing the countertops and for mica and stuff. I've got a flush trim router bit with a bearing, and I'm just going to take this edge off. Now I need to go through and finish stapling down my center stud and along each one of my toggles. To do this, the fastest way for me is just to use a chalk line, and I just basically I'll line it up with the staple marks that I made from earlier when I was doing the framing. It's easier to do with two people if you have one.
If you're using a pneumatic staple gun or a nail gun and you're having issues of the staples blowing through the plywood, it always helps if you shoot either from an angle or you adjust the air pressure on your air compressor. Once you're finished getting all your staples in, it's a good idea to flip the flat over and wipe off any of the glue that may have dripped all over the inside of your framing from underneath.
Okay, I got all the staples all finished. I've kind of lightly sanded all the way around the edge here. We're going to make another video on prepping and painting. And if you guys have any questions, leave comments below. And thank you for watching.
There's a squirrel right behind you.
Really?
Yeah.